Off the play fake, Winston. And his first look is incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to air one out. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
21. Get set.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, 35 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back at the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan, to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. Green, triple C.
On 1st and 10, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Let's convert.
2nd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over. Comes out on offense here. What was the motivation tactic that Sean Payton used last week before the Philly game?
Well, do you remember they won a Super Bowl trophy? They had a Lombardi trophy in-house, and he brought that and displayed in front of the team. And he also brought in, under heavy guard, $225,000 in cash. That's approximately the winner's share of what you would get for winning the Super Bowl. To let those guys know this is what you're playing for. You're playing for the trophy, which is forever, and the cash, which everyone likes for right now. But it reminds me, back in the day, when the Super Bowl champion got $15,000 in the first.
He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And this one is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready. You ready?
Shotgun now for Breeze. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ready. You're 90. Check. Watch before. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
11. Ready. Yellow lady. Ready, my shot.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Check. Lucky. 5-1.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here just at the quarterback position are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season. It was 43-40, the win for the Patriots in Foxborough. But Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Jameis on second down. Evans has it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Noah Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To throw, it's Breeze. He spins free, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
21. 12.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And the former first pick of the second round of the 2001 draft doing his thing.
And the beauty of watching him play is progressions. Yeah, he can throw it deep, but how about his ability to hit secondary targets, underneath targets, and hits them with accuracy?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Breeze to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The 2nd down throw for Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Breeze now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. Last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami. Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Sammy!
Here's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready. Blue lady. Come on. Sunday. Green, triple C. Blaze up.
Jameis now on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Winston now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready. Blue lady. 550.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, that's Barber. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on third and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Let's go now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
To throw is Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves... And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go raga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And Watson has it right side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
95, 56. 36.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jameis again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
To the air again with Winston. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Bree's going to throw here. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Give him 30 yards there. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Now Brees. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Thomas at the 7-yard line. The catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
To throw is Brees. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Back to throw Brees. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
On 2nd down, Winston again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tremendous play right there by Eli Apple, sealing the game with that interception for his team. I bet that'll make his mom, Annie, fairly happy.
Absolutely making Annie proud. He was born in Philadelphia. Tough kid from the city of brotherly love, and a tough play there to seal it. And Watson has it right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Breeze is looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wrist watch is like a brake light. And you can get it right.